Yeah, Si, you've had a big weekend, huh? Welcome back to the duck call room, first and foremost. That
I'm
would be rude
uncomfortable
for me not to be. Yeah, what happened?
1993. That's what happened.
93.
I was 4.
How long ago was that?
30. 31
years ago.
31 years ago.
Yeah.
That's when I retired from the military.
Yeah.
And I just looked in the mirror the other morning and I said, I think I'm sick of this look right here. I'm fixing to do something different.
Hey, look at him.
So, hey.
You took a razor to your face.
No, I went to my wife's hairdresser and I said, hey, just trim me up and make me neat looking.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's, I haven't had my hair cut or a beard messed with for 31 years.
But you have not. Now you don't even have a beard anymore.
Yeah, I got to get it trimmed right there. I got to get the
You got like
regular.
a weird Godwin thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his is like Godwin on steroids.
Like Godwin with handles.
Well, this was a woman hairdresser that was doing it.
What was her name?
Linda.
No
Linda. Sounds young.
No, she's 77, but she doesn't look it. Right.
What does she look? 75?
No, she's
Yeah.
50s.
All right.
Looking like 50s.
Help me, Linda.
Go with Ronnie Millsap. Hey, lost in the 50s again, boys.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So you got your hair did
So, hey,
by a
beard trim haircut.
77-year young Linda.
Yep.
And y'all the same age yet, huh?
No.
Oh, she's just a little bit older than
Yeah, she's 1 year older.
you. Yeah. Huh.
Well, you know
That's
what?
interesting. How do you feel? I mean, you've
You-
had it done. How do you feel?
There's a razor that's touched your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're clean shaven on the sides.
Yeah.
For those listening.
Yep.
He has a goatee with like a
It's almost a goatee.
neck thing.
It needs to be trimmed up and made to look.
Yeah, he's got like a goatee with mud flaps,
Yeah, with
Yeah.
mud flat.
You
That's
know?
right. That's right.
kind of like fender flares
That's
almost.
right.
Like
Do you like it?
Huh?
Does
You do?
Christine like it?
She don't care.
She didn't like rub your face or nothing.
No,
She didn't.
No, she just looked and laughed. Because hey, she don't care. Okay. The only thing that woman cared about is, hey, hand me your check. Hand me your checkbook. Or hand me your credit card.
There we go. As
That's
long as you
all.
forget her
That's
birthday
all.
again.
I ain't trying to pry too much. How much Linda hit you for something like that? About 50?
I have no idea because I told her, I said, hey, I ain't got any money. I said, what do you want me to tell Linda?
Mm-hmm.
She said, tell Linda to put it on my bill. I said, okay. So I have no idea what she called.
Man, you have an account at the barbershop and you ain't been in 30 years.
Yeah.
That's
He
fantastic.
just walked in and said, I ain't got no money. Go ahead and shape me up.
No, I told her, I said, hey, my wife said, hey, put it on her tab.
See, you just woke up one morning, drove to your wife's beautician
Salon.
Hey,
salon.
call your hairdresser and see if she can fit me in today to get my hair and my beard trimmed.
I feel like I'm in the 50s. This is fantastic.
No. So
Call
she
your
did.
hairdresser up.
She did. She said, well, let me check my calendar. She said, I got a bunch of, appointments. Then she come back and she said, hey, show up at 1:30 unless I call you back. I said, okay.
So you were there at 1:15.
So I was there about 1:20. And I sat out there listening to the radio. And then when at 1:30 hit, I walked in.
Yeah.
How long did that take? That looked like it would take some time.
No, it took her about 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And my wife warned me. She said, hey, don't get to talking swapping stories with her.
Why not?
Because if you do, you'll come back, you won't have no hair on your head or your beard.
I bet she told Linda the same thing.
Well, no, she didn't tell
You
me.
put two storytellers together. Y'all gonna be there a minute.
You would have made a great barber, by the way.
Oh, yeah. You cut hair for a living. You can tell stories.
Mhm.
No, I would butcher somebody with a haircut.
The entertainment might
All
be
you
worth
would hear was, oops, sorry about that. Oops, sorry.
Oh man,
Goatee?
It is
I noticed one thing though.
what?
I don't know how the guys that shows them in, on the old westerns,
Uh-huh.
where they would take a straight razor,
Mm-mm.
okay,
Mm-mm.
lather up and talking about,
Is that what she did to you?
well, no,
Oh, thank
no,
goodness.
she done with a, electric.
Oh, she took a pair of clippers.
See, I'm feeling over there, and when it gets to feeling rough, I got a razor, and I'm trying to, and hey,
Oh, so now you're maintaining this
Yeah,
look.
trying to maintain it.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got a new look.
Hold on,
the
yeah,
Emperor
no,
got a
yeah.
new groove, baby.
I feel like we've entered
Oh,
the
hey,
twilight
right here,
zone.
you know, it's hard to say, okay, let me get that in there.
I see it's been a minute because your face is a little red over
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, you said, think about it. That hadn't happened for like 31 years. And then for
Yeah.
24 and a half years, I used to scrape it every morning.
See, I don't think we're supposed to do that.
No.
But scrape your face?
Yeah, that
Oh,
seems
Phil
weird.
said that a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm with Phil.
God didn't have a man grow a beard to shave it.
Well, that's just because he don't, you know.
Well, that's his
He won't
take
put
on it.
forth any
That's his
effort.
take on it.
That's a quasi laziness / hygiene issue.
Hygiene.
Not biblical.
Keyword hygiene.
I mean,
It's not biblical.
I mean,
there's a verse.
You're right
about
there when you said
cleanliness.
that. He wears hygiene.
Yeah.
He wears it all right.
He missed that one on cleanliness.
yeah.
That's interesting.
But I mean, there's no reason to shave your beard every day. I don't think. I mean, let it go.
Well, it's just rough on your face.
It's rough on everything.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Wallet.
Wait till it gets cold if you maintain
Oh,
that
no.
look, and you
Oh,
go
yeah,
get them
that's
cheeks
the
out in
only
that wind the
thing-
first
that's the
time.
only thing, but it'd be back. It'd be grew
Wait
back.
till you
There
gotta go
wasn't a whole
buy
lot of hair on
razors.
them cheeks anyway.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
there wasn't until there wasn't, because now it just
Well,
looks
no,
weird
it looked
looking
so
at it.
weird.
Yeah.
That side was with no hair would go on it.
Well, you look thinner.
So I told her, I said, "Hey, match, see this?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Match it over here."
There you go.
Yeah.
And so we're left with just the side flanks.
It was just and like you told me, then she left the little bit up there. It looked like most.
Well, how much hair they cut off?
Yeah, what's your hair look
good.
like? You still got a ponytail.
Oh, hey, but I mean, yeah. Hey, around here, ain't no hair.
Oh, around the ears.
Oh yeah, no, look at him. She just lowered them ears a little bit. She
Oh.
took them and dropped them on down just a little bit.
I think, but I mean,
Oh yeah, you ought to just get that
looks
whole
are
thing.
deceiving anyway.
Get that whole thing shaved up there.
Shave his whole head.
Shave the whole head.
No,
Clean
no.
it up.
There's some men
Leave
look
the
real
ponytail.
good, bald headed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Godwin look all right though.
Godwin does. He
Godwin look
no,
all
he
right.
Godwin
don't shave
looks
his
okay.
clean though.
Yeah.
He does the.
He leaves just a little bit of fuzz
Just a
around the
little
head.
fuzz.
Yeah, he don't go. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously bald up top. I ain't ever
Well, I
tried to hide that from any. I'm just not ready for the commitment of
Yeah.
going clean shaven. 'Cause
Well, no, 'cause
once you
hey-
make that is an everyday thing.
No,
Once
no,
you
think
make
about that. You'd have to do your head
Every day.
day.
every single day.
I'm,
And
And
I'm
I'm
Yeah,
not ready
close.
for that.
They got the advertisement on TV
Right
right
here.
now that they're doing the five
Oh yeah, you getting there?
this colors on the head shaving. Talking about no nicks, no cuts, and no blood on that. I don't believe that.
Oh, mine's gonna get it. I got more surface area.
I'll
than
fix
most.
that.
I mean, look at the size of
hey.
his head. Can you imagine mine bald? I'm like that poor 17-pound bowling ball at the bowling alley. Don't ever get used.
nobody.
You know,
Hey,
It's too heavy.
you know, it's just too big. There's too much of it. You know.
Gina's husband. Okay,
Gina?
I can't,
His name was Martin.
Richard Hedrick.
Yeah.
Okay, he had cancer. It finally got him. But look, it was so cool. Okay, when he had cancer, it was going through. You lose your hair.
Mm-hmm.
You take chemo and all that. Well, she shaved her head
Oh, to be with him.
to
Like,
be with him.
that's cool.
No, and it was. All right, now she looked good, bald headed. Now this is a good looking woman. Okay, but hey, didn't do a thing for her to shave her head. It made she look good.
Yeah.
Some people look good with their bald headed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
agree.
then you
with
got
that.
those like me. If I was bald headed, it'd scare you if you saw me.
I don't
Like
know.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Well, hey, what you got against Britney Spears?
When she went
went
bald,
bald.
it was not the look for her.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't a good look for her. Oh,
Yeah, she was not one of them. She's one that hair makes a
well,
difference.
Gina's personality goes with what she did
Yeah.
because she is a fabulous person.
There you go.
Okay, and she did it for her husband wouldn't be, and she
Hey,
made,
Did it for all the right reasons. I can
Oh, yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that. Yeah.
No,
Oh, that's interesting.
oh, it was cool.
My
but
man.
I just, hey,
My man got
I wanted
razor
to
burn
change.
on one side of his face. It's fantastic.
no, it wouldn't.
God,
grow
I
here.
love you. Man.
Oh no, it wouldn't
you're a
grow here
delight.
right stupid.
Huh?
And I was always either pulling a few that what did grow out with tweezers
Yeah.
or shaving them, three of them. It's like my chest. My wife said, hey, when I've seen 3 of them one day, I was so proud of the 3 hairs that grew on my chest.
So are you like hairless everywhere but your head and face?
Yeah.
I mean, because I know your legs ain't.
chest hair.
I know your legs ain't got no hair.
He looked like one of them weird cats.
Yeah.
Hey, put his microphone back on.
Yeah.
I've just been holding the microphone.
And Google that Mexican hairless cat. I mean, I think I swear, I think that is actually Si's spirit animal.
He need to get one.
I think that needs to be your
No,
new,
it wasn't my spirit animal. I'll tell you what done that. I said it starts fatigues.
even on your chest.
Hey,
You got hair on your arms?
Huh? A little bit, not much.
Oh,
Why is that cat Mexican?
ain't that what they call him? The Mexican?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
One of them look.
Yeah.
It looks-
Now I don't know why he's
It
Mexican.
looked like somebody shaved him, but he didn't. He just don't grow hair.
Yeah, that's Si. If we shave your head, that's you. Look at that jawline. You already got it. Look, we can see that jawline.
It's just a bald Black
Hey,
Panther.
look at the eyes. That's what I like.
I know you got them pretty eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh man, that's an ugly cat.
that is an ugly cat. See, some things need hair on them.
That's it. That's right.
But like some animals were cool and went extinct, and this one's still around.
5 hairless.
yeah, who gonna
cat
kill it?
breeds. That
Everyone
proves-
should. That thing's terrifying.
You
Looking.
gonna get close enough?
What does it prove? What does the hairless cat prove?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to go down the article?
Well, I'm just saying they said it
Oh.
proved something. Well, what did it prove?
I don't know. That looks like something that may end up with one of them computer viruses on there. So, I wouldn't-
You can be ugly and still make it, I guess.
That's a group of humans that's, really don't get a fair shake. You know it?
What?
cat people?
Ugly people.
Oh,
They all the time whining about, oh, you're discriminating against, this and that. What about the ugly people? Nobody says nothing about them.
no, we keep our mouth shut.
That's right. I mean, we probably fall into that category.
I know I do.
Have you
Them
ever-
times for sure.
I've never seen an ugly person in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Have
That's
you?
because you ain't got it in a
fine.
decade.
Yeah.
Man, summertime is here.
Oh, baby. Is it ever?
And people wanting to keep their beach bod or get their beach bod going. Easy way to do that and still eat good.
Factor meals.
Amen, buddy.
Was that the right answer?
That is the right answer. Why
I was
wouldn't
pulling
it
up
be?
the app. I wasn't even looking at you.
See, I mean, look, because it doesn't matter what plan you're on. They got something for you. Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, you name it, and it's all really good food.
Very good.
I mean,
They got a new one called Honey Butter Diced Chicken.
honey, butter, and chicken.
Boom.
Okay.
Then they got them fancy ones like the chimichurri, filet mignon, and shrimp. That's big time.
And the biggest time about that, 2 minutes or less.
2 minutes or less.
And it's ready. You've got a chef-inspired meal to eat. And look, we're just naming off some of them off the app. There are 35 different meals and 60 add-ons that you can choose from every week. So you'll always have new flavors. You don't have to worry about getting burnt out on the same thing. Even though I got to tell you something, I ran pretty much the same ones all the time. I was never upset about it. So
that sun-dried tomato chicken just keeps hitting.
once I find one, I pretty well stick with it until, they make me. But any options involving the chicken or the pork chops have always been great. Highly recommend it. You can crush your wellness goals this summer with dietitian-approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. Make your day delicious. From breakfast to dessert, stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. Treat yourself to restaurant-quality meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon,
Boom.
shrimp,
Yes.
salmon,
Try it.
all the things. Keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, cook, clean up, none of that mess, because you got plenty of stuff going on in the summertime. You don't want to handle no more of it.
Thank you.
Enjoy effortless support of your lifestyle. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake. Avoid meat if you're not into it. I don't know why you wouldn't be, but that is a real option. Or simply eat well balanced. I'm just saying, I see that option in
Their
there.
pork chops are fantastic.
I see that in there, and I'm like, why? I mean, but you know what? I respect everybody's decision to eat how they want to eat, and that is okay by me. Look, head to factormeals.com/duck50 and use code duck50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off the next month. That's code duck50 at factormeals.com/duck50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
It's a great deal. Do it now.
Have you watched TV? Have you tried to watch TV show lately?
I watched.
How many ugly people are cast in a what do you call them things that play during the day?
A soap opera?
Yeah.
Not many. Every once in a while, the
Well.
soap operas get on the TV at the Honey Hole on accident, and they're all often mostly attractive people.
Have you seen an ugly person on there? Now, if there is, it's because they have a specific role for an ugly person, which that means they're being discriminated against just because of the way they look.
Call the ugly.
Am I wrong?
Call the ugly company.
I'm with you.
They ugly phobes.
I watched Heavyweights on Disney Plus last night. Made me laugh.
Oh wow, heavyweights.
That's a great movie.
That is a good one, especially when they get on that blob. Boom! Wasn't that the name of it? The blob.
What is this show called?
Heavyweights from like Ben Stiller when he bought the Fat Camp in like 1993. You would really.
I've never seen it.
Can you call them fat
That-
camps
that
anymore?
sounds-
I feel like if they made the movie Heavyweights today, everybody that even was a part of it would get canceled.
It's like dodgeball at a summer camp. You know the movie Dodgeball.
but
Yeah, it's for fat kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's just like the average Joe's versus.
and they
Global gym.
go to Fat Camp and it's a nice place. Well, then Ben Stiller buys it and he's not nice to the kids.
Oh,
And it's
sounds incredible.
because he was a
Well,
former,
hey.
he was a former fat kid,
Hey.
reformed,
Yeah.
and then he.
I see me in each of you.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to human race.
Not
We're
the 90s.
We're
were
not
just
nice.
better.
Ooh.
The 90s,
Okay.
you could make
We're a
fun
bunch
of
of
people.
we're a bunch of racists.
Why you gotta keep going racist today?
God, I'm just saying, hey, the human race is
Fat
hey,
phobia.
we're bad.
Fat now they say being fat is a good thing. Have you heard that? I heard that somewhere.
As a former fat person myself, nobody ever told me that while I was heavier.
No.
Get out of there!
A farmer.
He.
Hey,
Ah.
whoa!
Oh,
No,
Ah.
no,
I think they spin it. They call it body positivity.
I'm
Yeah.
body positive
Yeah.
because on the chart now,
Positive.
on the chart now, I'm just overweight. I'm no longer
Morbidly
Obese.
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 Oh, you're not obese.
I'm not obese. I'm just
Okay.
overweight.
Okay.
Hey, that's a big move. That's
Boom.
making.
Well,
gains.
no, it is.
Yeah.
You've come off of the obese list.
We're overweight.
Now, the
Now you're just
problem,
overweight.
the problem
Right.
with that chart is they think everybody should be a basketball player or something.
I
'Cause
don't
ain't
know.
ain't many of us 6'5"
I'm
shaped like that where 210 is your ideal weight. Like it's like
I think according to the chart, I'm supposed to weigh 190.
yeah, no. See, you're gonna look.
That's
I mean,
gonna take me a second. Remember when Gimber lost all that weight and he looked like a bobblehead?
yeah,
I don't like that look.
yeah.
Well, you got to exercise.
You gotta have muscle, and that's gonna make you heavier.
I thought he was on his way out when I seen him. I'm serious.
Gimber got healthy inside. I thought
he
was
got
gonna
healthy. I
die.
thought the boy was on his way out.
Yeah,
It was a weird
Hey.
look.
I felt the
He
same
looks better
way.
now.
I felt the same way when Jay shaved.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was hilarious.
You know,
Nobody even knew who Jace was.
and I'm scared if you went all the way, I'd probably feel the same way about you.
Well, no, I would look real bad if I. Yeah.
You look like one of the
I don't think so.
But how much would
I
it
don't
take
think
to
so.
get the rest of it off there?
What about
For a
something like
nominal
this?
fee, I would shave it
That's
off.
what I'm saying. How
Oh,
much
he
we got to
does.
Hey,
raise?
that's right.
Look, so I just trim it up like
It
this.
would have to be in the
Mm,
7 digits.
7.
God.
Good gracious.
Wow.
Hey,
I'd do it for 4.
You ain't as
you
poor
do
as
it
I
for
am.
four what? $4?
Four
No,
digits.
Four
I
digits.
fix it. I got $4 on me right now. Shave that mess off.
He probably got 4 digits on him too. Right?
Actually, just because I'm sitting next to you, I'm going to say 5 just in case you pull out some money.
yeah,
You're
you
getting
better,
up there now. You're getting up there close now.
yeah,
son.
you better get away from what he may have in his pocket.
Yeah.
He may make you prove it right here.
Hold on. Yeah.
You know.
But I carry a little cash.
I'm scared my face is
I
still-
carry a little cash just in case what happened when I was just fixing to get ready to walk out the door. The phone rang.
What happened?
You know, and I went over there and I was going to pick it up. And I said, "No."
Poker
It
game.
says, you know, the light come on, says leave a message, and it says, "Oh, by the way, if you're interested, there is a game tonight."
Oh, boy.
Well, if you're gonna get his money, get it now because he ain't gonna
I
have
was
it
gonna
after
say, I
tonight.
may not have it later. That's right.
He's gonna have to wait till tomorrow till he can go re-up at the bank.
See, I'm scared to shave my face, though. Because I
Why?
haven't seen my face in. I saw a picture the last time I shaved. It was 12 years ago,
Wow.
and I need to lose like 10 more pounds before I shave.
It
I'm
was-
afraid I'd be like a fat person. My
Here was
face
the
would.
thing
I haven't
about
seen my
Jason
face,
shaving his beard.
so I don't want to see it. for a
He
few more
looked just like my older brother, Harold Gene Robertson,
When he shaved,
when he shaved his beard.
yeah, it was a wild look.
Yeah.
Is that
Right.
the one?
No,
that,
Jason went everywhere after that, and nobody even gave him a second look.
was that the brother that didn't eat seconds?
Didn't have what?
Seconds?
That was Tommy.
No, that's Tommy.
Okay. Because Jace looked like he ain't never had seconds when he shaved.
Looked like he skipped.
Well,
first
no.
most of them.
Tommy didn't have seconds because Nancy never did cook anything. You got a spoon of green beans, a spoon of rice, or just having a spoon of whatever, one helping of everything, and then hey, wasn't nothing left.
I mean, right there, he kind of looked like Gomer Pyle.
Yeah.
I was about to say, he
No.
looked like he dated Mary Poppins.
No, he looks just like Harold Gene Robertson right there. Okay,
Oh wow, what a life!
and he has got a mean streak to him, just like Harold.
Who, Jace?
Jace, yeah.
Jace ain't mean.
Oh, wily maybe, conniving,
No,
scheming.
no, conniving is out.
You just called a
Al's
man
a
wily in the year
And
2024.
the instigator.
Oh, no, Al, yeah, Al will bait the trap. He'll bait the trap and he'll stir the pot.
Oh,
He
yeah.
don't care.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
good at it.
Yeah,
And he excels at it. Okay, he ain't good. He excels at it.
well, the best part about him though is he gives as good as he gets. And
Oh, yeah.
that's what I can
Oh, he
appreciate about
take it.
Al.
Yeah, he take it.
He don't. I mean,
But
we
hey, you
could-
don't need to. Hey, you don't need to give it out if you can't take it with a Robertson.
yeah. I mean, he
Okay,
tried to
'cause-
hide it all in with invest, but he give out plenty. You know.
Invest.
That's what that vest is saying every time he puts it on. It's plenty. You need to lose a little weight.
YKK zippers for sure. Them are on brand.
Gonna change them K's
Well, you
into
know how
X's
rough
if he ain't careful.
What?
I said he gonna change them K's into X's if he ain't careful.
This is true.
Instead of one X, he gonna need both of them. That's all right. I got
Maybe even
some.
triple.
Oh.
Nah, you don't go that 3X. That's a different world.
Mm. I was over at Phil and Kay's the other day, and I walked in. Kay's been struggling a little bit with her feet.
Uh-huh.
So I walk in, she's sitting on the edge of the chair looking around. I said, Kay, you need some help? She said, I can't scoot back in my chair. So I go over there and lift her up, put her back in the chair. About that time, Phil walks in. He said, all I can say is, that's a lot of weight.
Phil Robertson scares me.
Oh, my God.
He said that?
Yeah,
In front of her? or
in
just
front
to
of
you?
her. She just went, yeah. Oh, he said that to both of us.
Mm.
He don't mean nothing by it.
Yeah, he does.
That's just him.
Hey,
That's just him.
as a young high school boy at church one time, I once had Phil Robertson show up to teach a class, which is a wild ride in and of itself. But we're all in high school, and he goes, boys, let me tell you what you need in life. And he said, Jesus Christ and a plump woman. And I said, did you just say that? And he said,
There is a lot of truth to
he
that.
said, skinny women can't cook.
Hey, I think there's a lot of truth to that.
He goes, oh, Miss K used to be a cheerleader. Now I got her where I want her.
That's hilarious.
It was wild.
He always used to
Jesus
say,
and a
find you one of them homely ones.
Plump woman.
No,
A homely one that's plump.
He said, she ain't gonna run off. I said, Lord have mercy.
RUNNOFT.
Ooh, you know what's better than a celebration?
An extravaganza.
Extravaganza, baby. And you know what's better than just a regular old extravaganza? A $25 extravaganza. And that's what our friends over at My Pillow are doing. Mike Lindell and his whole crew no longer have the support of big box stores, but they're not letting that stop them. They're offering all their customers
A $25 extravaganza. I was trying to put it on the TV because of how extravagant it was, but Hunter messed it all up because he doesn't work for Mike Lindell. He works for us.
Well,
There it is.
He's not very extravagant, and neither are we.
Look at all these extravaganzas.
I mean, are you kidding me? What about that face doesn't make you want to buy a towel? It's unbelievable. I mean, I want one right now.
They got $25 beach towels that used to be $50.
Look, you know why? Because it's an extravaganza.
4-pack dish towel sets.
Extravaganza.
Couch and recliner pillows.
Extravaganza.
And look,
Look
he's
at them
holding the
robes.
American flag.
look at them robes, boys.
Oh
boy.
Oh.
The robes
Hey.
ain't $25, but look, they only $50. That's unbelievable. And that's
Hey.
extravagant as well.
That's
Look,
fantastic.
When Mike started My Pillow as just a solution to a problem in a one product company, now they have everything as you've just seen: robes, beach towels, sandals, slippers, pillows, mattresses. They got it all, but they are having a $25 extravaganza. So if you want to get you a My Pillow any size, $25. Even the king size, and that's the all-new premium MyPillow with Giza fabric, any size, any loft. 4-pack dish towels, $25. MyPillow sandals, $25.
It's all $25.
2-pack multi-use MyPillows.
$25.
I don't know how else can we tell you it's extravagant that we haven't already. I have no idea. Look, like Si said, whether you want a robe, which is his favorite, you want the towels that actually dry you off, which is clutch. You got to have towels that dry you, or you want a pillow for the best night's sleep you've ever had. Check out the folks at MyPillow. This amazing offer won't last long, so order now. Just go to mypillow.com/
Duck.
and enter promo code
Duck.
or call 800-969-3137. When you do, you will get free shipping on orders over $75 today. Just go to mypillow.com/
Duck.
and enter promo code
Duck.
or call 800-969-3137.
Miss Kay used to have a group come over and
The Muffin Sisters?
yeah, the Muffins, and they were all little, on the big side. And Phil walked in one day. I was there. He said, "Stone," he said, "Miss Kay is running with them heavy sisters." And when I say heavy, I mean heavy.
Heavy.
And he said it right in front of them.
Heavy shot.
And they just looked at him and rolled their eyes and went on about their business.
He's crazy.
But
he's the only person
He
I
gonna
know.
come out and say whatever he's thinking.
Hey,
Yeah.
no filter.
None.
None.
No filter. No.
Yeah, we get back from duck hunting. He said, "Oh, the muffins are still in there." He said, "I guess ain't nobody got to crying yet." He said, "It ain't over till they get to crying."
They all got to have a good cry, then they leave.
He said, "Once they get to crying, then they start moving on out of here." I mean,
He's a legend.
You got to
Oh.
think about this, okay? That's what I had my whole life growing up.
I don't know how you made it out.
No, I'm serious. Phil and Kay got that from mom and dad.
Oh,
Yeah, they were
the
like-
same way.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. It was just something about, okay, hey,
Just straightforward honesty.
yeah,
Just ripping each other.
hey,
Yeah.
that's just,
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times I've been called a fat boy by him. It don't bother me.
Well, no,
It don't
he
bother me because he's not wrong.
Well, hey,
So,
here's
like-
no, he don't mean nothing bad. I'm
No,
telling you,
he
that's
is-
just him.
He is an observationist who then
He's just
speaks.
saying what he
Yeah.
sees.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, if he sees it, he says it.
That's
So,
it.
hey.
But
That's
now,
that simple.
sometimes that's not always the best policy in
No.
life. But if he sees something, he gonna say something.
And you better have like a pretty successful TV show, ministry, and lots of other things. For most of you listening, you can't pull this off.
And it helps if you're over the age of 65 because our generation has just written you off as, hey, you've made it, say whatever you want to, none of us care. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
My
that's
favorite is when if somebody's talking and he don't like what they're saying or what they're saying doesn't make a whole lot of sense, he'll grab that TV remote and go.
Just turn it up.
And put it on,
He'll turn
Put
that
it on
TV up
80.
as loud as
yeah,
it'll
put it
go.
on 80.
No.
And then if they don't leave, he'll get something, goes to the bedroom, go to sleep.
That's hilarious.
With the TV still on 80. He don't
Yeah.
turn it back
Oh, yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You don't turn it down.
That
Oh, it's
boy's
funny.
wild, man.
Oh,
He'll-
he'll never
He
make
does the
another one of
same
them.
thing riding in a vehicle. If whoever's up there in the shotgun seat with him, if they get talking about something he don't want to hear, he's reach over there and take that dial.
Yeah.
Which ain't a bad thing
Oh.
unless you're riding on the back seat on a road trip with him.
Yeah.
You're like, all right now. You're
Back
gonna
there
have
where
to
the speakers
you're
are
gonna
at.
have to turn that mess down.
Yeah.
Like I rode with that man all the way to Nebraska, and he didn't want to hear what Jeff had to say.
Yeah.
And I'm back there just getting my eardrums pounded,
he just
like-
turned it up all the way.
buddy, for like 8 hours. We finally got out. I said, Phil. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, we get back in there. You mind turning that down a little bit? He said,
You mean-
oh, is it loud on you back there? I was like, well, yeah, halftime is static because back in satellite radio wasn't a thing. So, like, you know, we're just searching through the middle of Kansas
Oh,
for
so he's
radio
just-
stations,
Yeah.
just letting her bump. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, man.
legendary.
Talking about World of Warcraft and stuff. You know, Jeff used to be. Well, I'm sure he still is different than the rest of us.
You talking about that? They was drunk one night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Who?
No.
Jep and Phil.
Define-
Phil and
they.
whoever he was one with.
Oh.
They was
Oh.
drunk.
BC.
They turned the pickup over. Flip it. Okay. And they're in a ditch. Okay. And it's upside down. And he had I think it was Joe South or somebody back in them days, you know. and he went, shh. The pickup is upside down. They're all buckled in, luckily. I don't know why they
This
did.
guy name's Joe South.
Yeah. And he was on the radio. And Phil said, shh. And everybody was telling me, what? Is the truck going to blow up? And he said, he reached over and turned that dial wide open. He said, listen to that sucker wail. They jumped out. Okay. Flipped the pickup over back on it, Got inside and hit it with their fist to beat the cab out where it caved in, cranked it up, checked the oil, cranked it up, and they on their way. So that was back in the bad days.
Oh.
So you're telling me upside down, his biggest concern was turning the radio up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He
Who-
said, shh. And everybody,
Who's the man?
Everybody said, what is it? Is the truck finna blow up? And they said, no. He said, listen to that boy wail.
And
Don't
then they
surprise me.
flipped the car over.
Of course,
Lifted
that's
up,
back.
checked the oil right down the road.
That's back when you could flip one and the car would survive.
Yeah, nowadays if you
Oh,
flip
that's
the
back
car,
then
it's
when
in
it was made out
800
of metal.
pieces.
boys.
Yeah.
Not Cracker Jack box.
Yeah, they was made with real sheet metal back then.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Now it's made out of like
When you
recycled
hit something with
shotguns or
one
something.
back then, hey, yeah, we talking bent fender, whatever,
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Wasn't no big deal.
You just dealt with
That's why one of his saying was, hey, don't worry about it. It'll buff right out.
It'll buff out.
It'll
Yeah, he
buff
said,
right
don't mow that grass. And that,
Yeah, he said, hey, don't worry about the grass. It's frost to get it.
He told
Frost together.
Stone. He told Stone that dent would buff out of his truck too.
Yeah.
Then
Best
also,
one was Al.
I was,
Al.
I remember because I was thinking that guy's crazy. Yeah, he got wedged in between two
He
trees.
got ready in between and tore the doors off the pickup
It
and all
was-
this other crap. He
Yeah.
said, I am getting out of here. Reverse.
Bam, bam, bam,
Oh,
bam,
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 bam, bam. Then that down the road he got, man, the tree over there was the door was propped up against the tree.
Oh yeah, Al did that. He got the red ass.
Hal ripped the door?
Oh, yeah.
No, he
It was
just
hilarious.
totaled the truck.
Oh, this was 15 minutes of this.
No.
Boom, boom, bow, boom, bow.
Well, once he hit it the first time, he's like, you know what? And then he hit it the second time, and then it was like, well, you got too tight in between two trees. We were trying to turn around, leave the duck hole. Remember that old brown truck?
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And he just went for it.
We laughed.
Oh yeah.
No, we're all standing there. He's going down the road with the right side door gone, laying against the tree, and he's
Yeah.
Just carrying on.
Oh yeah. He drove it
Going
all the
on
way to the
down.
house
Yeah,
in Calhoun.
Stone said that guy's crazy.
Oh
that's
yeah.
his father-in-law.
Yeah. Yeah.
Father-in-law slash
no.
neighbor.
I parked my truck 20 yards behind Phil's truck.
That's a bad
And he backed up 20 yards and ran right into
oh,
it.
I never. That's why.
And he said, I told y'all not to be parking behind me. Have you ever known, has any of your family members accepted blame for anything?
No, that's the first thing you want to do is okay, who's responsible for this crap that just happened?
And it's not them.
Nah,
and everybody it goes around, and then it said, "Hey, wait a minute, hey, somebody in this group is responsible for what happened. Okay, you gonna fess up or not?"
And it always ended up me, Godwin, or
And
Stone.
hey, everybody's
Yeah.
Notice a correlation there?
Yep.
That's it.
Wrong last name.
That's it.
I noticed that about when I first started working for Willie. I was like, man, he sure likes to cover his tracks on what's going to be somebody else's fault.
Look, Phil's boat.
Because he's been blamed for stuff his whole life.
Phil's boat sat in his boathouse for 3 months and then it sunk.
Dude,
I am the one that put it in there
Yeah.
3 months ago.
Yeah.
Then it sunk.
I remember
And then
that.
all of a sudden I left the plug out of it.
Yeah.
It sat in there for 3 months
Yeah.
before it sank.
I remember the day it happened. He said, them two fat boys
Me and
put my
Godwin.
boat in there.
Let me tell you something. Me and
Give me honey
Godwin.
buns.
Me and Godwin
That was the
getting
answer.
me and Godwin getting a boat without a plug in it.
That ain't going to happen.
Water's coming in.
Yeah, it's gonna sink then.
In a
Let me
hurry.
just tell you
Yeah,
right
it's gonna
now.
sink then.
We gonna have wet feet, wet knees, wet everything. It wasn't us.
that's a good point.
And then he come back. He did quasi apologize a couple of weeks later. It wasn't a real one. He said, "Oh yeah, that wasn't y'all. That was Red's kids. They finally fessed up to it." I mean, he didn't say I'm sorry, but that's as close to apologies you gonna get. Out
I
of
mean,
it.
I would take that. And
I did.
Oh yeah.
I said, "Well, I said, hey, ain't no problem." I just said, "I knew I didn't do it." Other than that, I ain't got no clue of who did it, but I knew it wasn't me.
Kids.
Boys.
And then he did give me kudos on tying my knot, because where I tied it up, the boat sank, but the rope was still holding it. So the boat didn't go nowhere. It just sunk down in the boat slip.
Good night.
He said, that's a good knot you tied on there.
Yeah.
That's as close to an apology as you will ever get out of Phil Robertson. It's an admission of wrong, kind of.
Order.
And then a thumbs up on not tying.
Blame assessed to somebody else.
Yeah, just keep putting it around.
Just-
Yeah, who knows who really did it.
I was like when Jace, Al, and all of them were growing up. Okay, there was 3 things that you'd get your butt whooped for.
Uh-oh. Lying.
You know,
Stealing.
well, one of them was breaking any of the equipment,
Oh Lord.
like a boat paddle, anything that you tore up, you got your butt, you got your butt whooped.
Mm-hmm.
And I
They
don't remember
tear up
other
stuff more than anybody I know.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna
That's
tell
the
you,
irony of it.
Al
They didn't
Robertson-
learn a single lesson.
I know,
They learned
Al
plenty.
Robertson.
Now they just got the money to replace it.
Yeah.
I told him to his face, I said, you got good friends, son. Because that day that they all got drunk,
Uh-oh.
okay, and got caught,
That's one of the greatest stories of
Oh,
all
no.
time.
hey, Phil shows up, to apologize to all the parents and all that. And then said, hey, if you want to come to my house, you'll get down there and you're going to get your butt whooped too.
What
Now,
is
if I'd have been Al's friend, yours truly would not showed up and let Phil Robertson
Yeah,
whoop my
he said,
butt.
if you want to hang out around here anymore.
Yeah, I'd have said, Al, it's been nice knowing you, but hey, I'm out of here.
how many kids that weren't his did he whoop
Oh.
that day?
That's about 5 or 7 of them.
And how old were they?
That's 15, 16 years
Bill
old.
Phillips was one of them.
Oh yeah, WE's part of that.
Billy
story.
Red
WE was
Shoes.
one of them, and then I can't even remember the boy's name.
Yep.
He had just come on board. And
Greg.
Phil said, I don't know who you are, but been over that thing and just way out. You know?
Funny thing is, half them people ended up working for Phil.
No.
Yeah. That is.
But I
true.
told Al, I said, hey, I'm impressed. He said, what are you talking about? I said, you have got some good friends, son. I said, because, hey, if I'd have been at one of them that was in that little fiasco, I said, I wouldn't have showed up for a butt whooping. You're
See,
dad.
now they get to tell everybody I got my butt whooped by Phil Robertson.
And not even, and not an old Phil Robertson. That's like
Oh, no.
35-year-old
Hey,
prime Phil
Hey,
Robertson.
this was when he had arms and he looked just like Popeye. His forearms was twice as big as his biceps for pulling them nets up in that river.
I bet that hurt.
Yeah, and I don't think all the meanness
And
was probably quite
he
gone
was
from it
mad. He was mad, okay, because he knows what drinking does.
Yeah.
either. Yeah.
So he put it on them boys. Okay, I'm talking about there was whelps.
Hey, I
Where
will
he
say
got
though
their butt whooped.
my neighborhood. Now I didn't have no Phil Robertson. My neighborhood same way. My whole street had permission to whoop my butt.
Oh no!
At any given time.
Back
Right.
in that day,
And the problem with that is when they did it, then you got another one.
you're
when
gonna
you
get
got
one
home.
on top of that one when you get
that's
home.
right.
They couldn't just let you have one.
Yeah.
You got it from them, and then they told your parent, and your parents like, no, come on.
See, that was
I'm
the,
like,
that was
"Hey,
the
go."
thing back in the day, like you're talking about. Hey, you act a fool up in the community.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey, whoever watched you doing it, hey, he comes out there and pulls his belt and wears your butt out, and then said, "Hey, I'll call your dad and let him know what happened."
Mm-hmm.
And then said, "Oh, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, the whole road race.
Please don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you've already whooped me, don't do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
Nobody
he's gonna
ever-
get another one.
Nobody ever whooped me that wasn't my dad because I was the son of the scary man at the end of the street. So they just let
yeah.
him know. And I was like, it's over anyway. Some school got in trouble for making kids basically work out as punishment. And I was like, that's
Oh, yeah.
all we did.
Mm.
There was a kid that got suspended from my school, and Coach Bristow, instead of suspending him, he said, just meet me in the long jump pit. And he was like, what are we going to do? Jump
Yeah.
in the sand.
So you can't
There you
jump
go.
So
no
you
more.
can't jump no more.
That's good.
And that was a punishment
Yeah.
at school. And I was like, well, I ain't doing whatever he did because I don't want to do that.
Look,
No.
here's what gets me on that. Okay, that's what I grew up with. Okay, and I didn't turn out that bad. It didn't scar me, and it didn't.
No.
Did you have
Everybody needs boundaries. And when you overstep them boundaries, you need to get your butt whooped.
There needs to be consequences.
Did y'all have to run suicide?
Oh, hey, if they could think of it, we did it.
Boy, you never realize how many yard lines on a football field till you got to touch every one of them.
No,
Belly
yeah.
flops.
Yeah.
Bop, bop,
Yep.
bop, bop.
And then do it till you can't even barely can move.
Well, till you start puking. Yeah.
Yeah. Then they
That's
make
why I
some
said
more.
even as stupid as teenagers are, it'll finally get through.
You catch on pretty quick when
Yeah.
you're doing a lap of lunges.
Yeah. It'll get
That
to
was the
you and
worst.
say, "Oh yeah, I think I'll."
Then they got clever and added bear crawls to the mix too. You bear crawl to the 5, then to the 10, and like.
Did your dad have
oh.
any weird punishments for you?
Yeah. I have one.
My dad made me pick up sticks in the woods.
Oh, see, that's
He's like, just go out there. I don't want to run
That's
over
a toughie.
anything.
Mine
Pick up
was-
all the sticks.
That'll
Mine
mess
was-
with
That's
your
the
head
old.
there.
That's the old military thing.
Dad.
See that pile of rocks? Yeah. Hey,
There it is.
pick the pile of rocks up and move it over here.
That's the one I had.
And just about the time you get the last one, said, yeah, I changed my mind. Put it over there.
You know where they still do that? Fort Leavenworth.
Just moving rocks.
Leavenworth.
Ours.
They
was-
move rock from one spot to
It
the
gets
next.
your attention.
When I was a
Yeah.
kid, they did the whole. My parents had the whole yard prepped and put down sod and everything. And one of our punishments was, he'd hand us a coffee can, one of them big metal Folgers, and you'd have to go fill it up with rocks.
So
It takes a lot of rocks to fill up.
Oh
that-
yeah,
because his
from
lawnmower,
the-
he didn't want to
yeah,
run
he
over.
didn't. He didn't want to ding his blade on
Yeah.
his lawnmower.
yeah.
It
Because
is.
this,
So you got that. The problem is you'd fill it up and you take it to him, and I'd be like, okay, I'll go dump them. And he's like, no, I'll dump them. I swear he went back every night after we went to bed and threw them back out there. I don't know whatever happened to them cans of rocks, but I never saw the rock pile.
Yeah.
But I know I picked them up, buddy.
Yeah.
And I know every time I'd be so mad. I was trying to then find the big ones so you wouldn't have to pick up as many of them. Man, it's amazing. You put rocks in a can, they find their way all the way to the
Well,
bottom. It don't matter you.
my mom, okay, that's why when people say God hasn't got a sense of humor, he does. Because he made a bush grow in my yard when I was growing up that grew switches. Perfect. Okay, and hey, I hated that bush. Okay, I would rather she took a bat and beat me. I'm serious. My punishment was I had to go pick the instrument of what I was fixing to get whooped with.
Oh, yeah. I had to do that with my grandma,
You
too.
know? And I just, I picked one there that lasted about 6 months. Look,
Boy, that's a good one.
oh no, and hey, it broke, and my mama cried. I'm serious. She cried the day it broke and said, "Boy, that was a good one. I must have tore your butt up 100,000 times with that switch."
And look how
All
good
she
you
would
turned
do was
out.
this, and it would just be eating them legs alive. I looked like I had laid down and wallowed in a nest of what's them stupid little red things that eat you up,
ants.
Jigger.
jiggers.
Oh, those are the
It
worst.
looked like I had just bathed them.
Ugh.
Them legs would be solid red from the ankle to the knee. And I mean, they ain't what
We all know you ain't got no hair on.
Yeah. Oh no.
No protection.
Hey,
No.
all she was doing was
No.
this, and it was just eating me alive.
Well, Johnny D, what's in that inbox? What we got?
Oh, let me find a few.
It's been a little bit since we've been in there hard.
I got
This went
quite a
by
few. It did go that fast,
Mm.
but I wasn't quite ready because
You
I
weren't
was
even
too
ready for
busy
that.
listening to
Well, to the folks that care, I heard we got hockey coming back here to Monroe.
Martin. I need to text somebody, but we are getting some sort of professional hockey back in Monroe, Louisiana. Speaking of people that just like to go fight,
Hockey players.
there's nothing better than Canadians just trying to make it in hockey that have to live in Louisiana because they're just going to fight everybody.
Yeah, they mad anyway.
You seen
They
that
walk
video of
outside
that
and get
little
mad.
kid? He's about 5 years old. They had a plastic goalie standing in front of the goal, and he couldn't get that puck past that goalie. He threw down. I mean, it was real. He didn't put it on. He threw that stick down and went to wailing on that plastic goalie.
I'm
And I thought
telling
that
you.
looks like my youngest right there.
Mhm.
Did you ever go to
Bit of rage.
the Moccasins games back in
Oh,
the
yeah.
90s?
Yeah, when
It
was that?
it was
15,
99.
20 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
I fixed that. Hey, they don't go to watch hockey.
Oh, it's so much.
Oh, yeah.
They go to watch the fight that break out
Oh, right.
in hockey.
I went to a few of them. I just never understood what was going
That's
on.
why half of them,
I didn't either, but when they started fighting, it was fun.
Yeah. Now I understand the rules of hockey a little bit. I've watched enough of it to kind of, I get it
I don't
now.
have a clue.
Well, Brittany from Nashville, so, they're all.
A lot of
some
ice
reason-
in Nashville.
Yeah, there's for some reason hockey fans. They got them Predators or whatever. But
I'm pretty sure the Stanley Cup is between like Florida and Edmonton, which is ridiculous. Anyways,
it's a long gap.
ladies and gentlemen, if Monroe is actually getting hockey back, which I think they just announced today, your boy's going to be there all the time. It's just fun. Corey from good old Paris,
Texas
Texas,
or
correct.
Tennessee.
Texas.
Paris, Texas. I've been
brother
there.
lived there.
They have fake Eiffel Towers that I'm pretty sure are just like oil rigs. He said he's. Oh wow, that's today. He's passing through West Monroe today. Want to know if you can meet us. Good luck,
Oh.
man. We might be in the parking lot in a little bit. Anyways, he's 17 and he just finished his junior year of high school. Going into his senior year, he's always wanted to be a game warden. But as it's getting closer, I'm starting to doubt that a little bit. What do we think about if he should be a game warden or not?
If you are, be one of the cool ones.
Yeah.
Well, I would say this. That's a dangerous profession.
It is. You
Yeah.
got to have a couple of screws loose because every time
Okay,
you
'cause
walk
there's
up on
more
somebody.
game wardens get wounded
Yeah.
than cops.
Now, look, hey, in all seriousness, we make a lot of jokes about game wardens. I appreciate what they do for protecting our game and the stuff that we chase.
They got a
from-
job to do.
They do have a job to do, and we as humans always stretch the lengths of those jobs. Like there's a reason for them. It just a lot of times their presentation's a little poor, but that's probably because they deal with a lot of people that present themselves poorly too. Now, most
Yeah.
of my interactions with game wardens are 100% positive, I will say. But I'm always nice. I understand they have a job to do, and my job for them is to get them away from me as quickly as possible, because I want to get back to doing whatever I was doing that they walked up on, like dove hunting or fishing or whatever else. And so, but we do. I mean, Corey, we need game wardens, especially if you like to hunt and fish, because a lot of them now don't necessarily enjoy the things that we enjoy. There's a lot of them that are more don't really care that we hunt or fish anymore.
Oh, they
They're-
don't want you to.
Yeah, and same way with biologists and everything else. They call them in their world, they call them the hook and bullet biologists and wardens. There's just not as many of them anymore. So if you hunt and fish, you love all things natural, I would say, hey man, if that was always your dream, at least give it a shot.
Yeah.
You don't have to continue to do it, but give it a shot and see if that's what the good Lord has for you.
Besides, I met one down in South Texas, game warden.
He's still talking about her.
Yeah.
Cheyenne's, hey,
Hey, he gave it to he gave it to
hey, look,
Hey,
Cheyenne.
I
holla at your
wasn't
boy.
married.
Hey,
okay.
if you wasn't married, what you
I
wouldn't do
wasn't
nothing.
married. I'd be
Speaking of married people,
boys.
If I wasn't married, I'd still be sitting here running
That's
my
right.
mouth
Hey, me
talking
and
like I
Cheyenne
do
would
something.
probably be somewhere, at a restaurant having a big filet mignon steak.
I'll take every dollar
All right.
that you wouldn't.
anyways, before it gets too weird, Cole emails in. Him and his wife are military, and he has a request, and it's the first time anybody's ever requested this. She's out, but she's gonna be back home soon, and the best gift he could think of was Uncle Si saying, "Welcome back home, you good-looking Ethiopian." So
Those are his words.
those are his words.
Well, hey, look here. You good-looking Ethiopian. Welcome home, baby. I wish I was there to give you a hug when you come in.
There it is.
Hey,
You ask, I deliver. Si delivers.
and thank you both for your
Yeah.
service.
Thank you for your service, even though he did
Unbelievable.
say roll tide.
That's fine.
I don't know how we got Ethiopian Alabamans serving in our military, but that's what makes America great.
I
right
guarantee
there.
you, melting pot, baby.
Melting
I
pot,
can
baby.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate all the things he got. I just here's here's the problem with Si. If you give him a script, he's gonna say it. It may be twisted a little bit,
Hey,
But-
that's the good part of it.
he is going to say what you write and tell him to say. I will say that.
When I saw good-looking Ethiopian, I was like, "That I'm gonna pull that one out."
did it
That's
say
just-
her name?
It does not say her name.
Oh, okay.
Their last name are the Discos,
Her name don't matter.
but not the cool disco.
It's a beautiful
Spelled
Ethiopian.
different. Oh.
That's all you got to remember, boys.
Well,
Yep.
regardless,
Of the
thank you for your
female-
service.
And welcome home, you
Please.
good-looking Ethiopian.
And I'm just going to say welcome home.
All right,
Uh.
18 from El Paso. Yoquan, hard to say, not sure which. He has a question for everyone in the duck call room. Recently has suffered his first major heartbreak, and he's been pretty depressed lately. I really love this girl, but she's really upset at me and hates me right now, but I loved her so much. I was wondering what I should do to win her back, or if I should move on. Just move on, man.
Yeah, you're 18, big dog.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, move on?
Move on.
The boy said he loved her.
Well, he
Sometimes-
did something that
Well, hey.
And
if
I
you say
quote-
that-
Hey, look, they don't hate you because it was me, not you. You did something.
Yep.
So ask for forgiveness because that's the right thing to do, and then move on. And then if
Well-
it's in the cards, it
I was
will
fixing
come
to say,
right
okay,
on
now
back.
you've changed a
So-
little bit.
No, but move on from there is no, don't
You
try and win them back.
If you're
That's
going to win her back, you're gonna push her far
a-
away.
yes, you're gonna, and she's gonna
Well,
really
I'll
dislike
give
you even
my
more.
Advice. Back in the day, I was a player.
Oh boy. What,
So,
what do you
hey,
mean
if
back
you're-
in the day?
if
You
you're a
still
player,
are.
If you're a player and you really do love her, like Martin said, hey, ask for forgiveness. If she don't, then hey, you're a player. Hey, there's a lot of more fish in the sea that's even prettier than the one you got there.
Can I just make
Go for it, kid.
a general observation? If you're emailing in a podcast at 18 about major heartbreak and you're depressed about it, you're not a player. That's just
Well, hey,
ding.
I don't want to be rude,
Hey,
Yoquan.
don't worry about what he just
And I've been
said.
to El
Hey,
Paso before. It's a pretty big city. I mean, like there's
Lot
a
of-
lot of,
if you can
and I would
become
imagine there's
hey,
new inflow
you
every
can
day.
become a player.
You can become a player, though.
That's it, boy. Right.
Also, you don't have to be a player, but Allison dumped me one time. You know what I tried to do? Win her back. You know what that did? She had a new
Got you
boyfriend.
what, 4 kids?
No, she had a new boyfriend a couple weeks later, a couple months later.
Hey, you back
After we
together?
both separated, went our own ways, we realized, hey, we do like each other. We got back together. But you
I
ain't,
found in most relationships, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, just friends in general, business relationships, if there is a disagreement, you'll just swallow your pride, say you're sorry, walk away. A lot of times in the future, that relationship turns around and comes back to you. The ones that you try to sit there and manage and like, oh my God, this, that, and that, those never work out.
it was so great. Love me.
Well, because then a lot of times you come off as weak and like it's just not a good look overall, I would say, in general. So just say, man, I'm so sorry. And just go about your business.
Holler at
Wish
your
you
boy.
nothing but the best. And, if you see them around town, hey, how are you? Like that kind of deal. And then you move on. And there's a lot of stories of redemption and coming back on all that kind of stuff. But to sit there and dwell over it, my guy, you're 18.
18.
You are in the middle of the best time period of your life, buddy. Enjoy it, my friend. Like, trust me.
You said it.
Hallelujah.
There's a new influx of women coming into El Paso every day.
I mean, their feet may be wet.
That was a good joke.
Like, I'm assuming if his name's Joaquin, he has a basic understanding
Joaquin.
of Spanish as well. So
And he's from El Paso.
there you go.
from El
I'm
Paso.
just using context clues here. I'm not.
You are a wild man,
Hey,
sir.
hey, the song says it. Amarillo by morning, boys. Just keep moving.
Or you can do that.
That is
Just keep moving.
that is like a whole 18 countries in Europe away from El Paso.
It is a long way. I know that. All right, what Bible verse you?
Romans 8:28. We're gonna go with a real standard rig today. And you know what, Yoquan, however you say your name, this one's gonna hit you. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Hey, no matter what you're going through in life, put Jesus first, and it's all gonna work out.
That is.
That simple.
Because he's greater than everything.
Even that old girl.
Even that old girl. That's right.